We've lost contact with North America's 4th Air Force and their 8th Infantry Regiment. Are there any survivors from the 3rd Infantry Division and the 11th Regiment? Please respond. They're engaged in battle with the enemy's 18th Mechanized Battalion. They're requesting reinforcements. The 2nd and 4th Armored Divisions are in retreat. More than half of both divisions are reported to be dead or injured.
How long must we wait in the shadows? Why won't they launch the Fighting Thunders?
Emergency contact from the Army. Immediately carry out an attack by Fighting Thunder, assist the North American Army, and completely destroy targeted weapons of destruction.
It took a while, but finally we received the attack order. We must reduce damage as much as possible. Good luck, Raiden.
I'm forwarding you the information. Please confirm before beginning new mission. Do you hear me, Raiden? We're still surveying the enemies, so please head straight to the scene.
There doesn't appear to be many enemies coming to the suburbs, but you can't be negligent. Remember, shoot them before they shoot you. Backspeed. I don't know if you're aware of it, but it's the first time to witness contamination of this level with these kinds of massive weapons. To be honest, I don't know what will happen, so be careful.
I'm sending you the information on the enemy. No contaminations from surface weapons have been confirmed in the area. This will be aerial combat, so please active search. The 18th Mechanized Infantry are engaged in blocking the advancement of the enemy ships into metropolitan areas. It is unclear how long they can maintain the position, so please hurry to the area. The speed of enemy destruction is perfect. Neither the plane nor the pilot has been damaged from the combat. We will be entering the metropolitan area very soon. The enemy in that area are being mopped up by the 2nd and 4th Panzer Divisions. Please quickly pass through and aim at them.
Hold on. This is too much for the defense corps to handle on their own. Descend and pursue the destruction of the target.
Captain, is that really necessary? The citizens have all been evacuated, and most of the enemy weapons have been destroyed.
That may be so, but I'm sure the retreating people can do what they're hard. It won't hurt to help out.
I'm getting a response by radar. Numerous enemies crossed the defense lines and invaded metropolitan area.
You heard it. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to ask you to respond appropriately on site.
Getting a response on my radio. Numerous enemies have crossed the defense lines and invaded the metropolitan area. Enemy aircraft is flying between skyscrapers. Please be careful.
Be careful. Do you have any better advice for me?
I believe it's the captain's role to give advice. Don't you have any advice for me?
Make sure you don't hit a building.
Enemy flight battleships are approaching? Good luck. There are vessels leaving from shore. Exercise. Check that the enemy had suspended action following.
Can't believe that something so huge is being attacked. But I gotta say that the mission was well accomplished.
Excellent job. I will check the measuring instruments, so please stand by at cruising speed.
Well, I'd like to relax over a coffee now, but it seems that's not possible. What's the report, Ashiria?
We have received contact from the Middle East range. It appears to be high crystal response within the vicinity of latitude 18 degrees north and longitude 42 degrees east. It seems to have the same energy response as the previous flight action.
Otherwise, there's been another annoying contamination. Unfortunately, you'll have to refuse the invitation to tonight's party.
There's a town around the oasis ahead of us, but it appears that there has been much weapon response and some completely fatigued.
Their attacks are very efficient. Maybe there's some sort of unified strategy.
There are no SOS calls from the town. Was everyone able to evacuate?
All I know is that I have permission to attack them without hesitation.
Why are you always so aggressive? Is that because you're military men?
Well, I'm not sure myself. What do you think, Ashiria? You're a military woman.
You're so mean. Your destruction rate is pretty low. Captain, you weren't very efficient out there. I'm sure there's no problem with the plane. Raid the valley and proceed without going over the cliff. Why have you chosen to raid them as if they're humans?
I won't jump to conclusions yet, but I sense that those crystals have advanced intelligence.
Intelligence? No way. Even if they had any, it could only be simple behavioral patterns like that of insects.
And rely on the words of scribes. Let's just be cautious for now.
Enemy response eliminated. Please maintain that.
The enemies will start gathering soon. Gotta rush through.
Bellwether will head later. Exercise caution because I can't. Successful entry into the ruins, but Raiden seems to have been shelled, so brace yourself. The data analysis from Raiden is complete. What are these numbers?
Hurry up and report.
There's crystal reaction from the cave, but no contamination has been detected from other than the weapons.
So it's a cave surrounded by crystals. Isn't that a promising cave to the future? Man, give me a break.
But to have contamination in the cave?
I guess the cave's being a bit shy.
High energy response. It's deep inside.
Well, we'll have to ask it to come out and collect it.
The enemy is transforming and the energy level is increasing. Please be extra careful. Enemy deactivated. Watch out for explosions. I found a path to exit out into the sky. Please make a vertical ascent and evacuate at once.
Excavating for crystals. I think we can assume now that they have intelligence. Sorry for keeping you waiting. I'm heading towards the Wind's shipping port. It's a private port, and it also actually carries out repairs and maintenance for VCP.
Bellwether will head there immediately, but keep patrolling secure surrounding airspace before heading towards the scene. A transmission has come in from the council. I'm connecting.
It's been a long time, Captain Maxwell. Why is Bellwether heading toward Windsport?
Ah, Miss Helga Lindgren. Pleasure to hear from a woman who must be so busy working for the council.
Thanks for being so considerate. Although I'd be even happier if you didn't increase my workload. Why did you change the course of Bellwether? I'd also like an explanation for the SOS call to report in the name of VCB.
Well, that's...
Captain, I've confirmed multiple contaminated weapons here at Windsport. The captain.
not good. Quickly mop up the port enemies, Ray. Yes?
Yes, do tell me all about it when you have time later.
Captain, you issued an SOS call to the port. Did you know that the enemy...
I came up with a hypothesis while retrieving the crystals in the cave, so I made the call just in case.
merely a minor. It will continue with their duty, so please be patient. Your vital meter is decreasing. Understand, so please be focused for the end. Emergency contact from the shell port defense base. It's undergoing a massive attack of contaminated weapons. We're receiving requests for urgent delivery.
I knew they'd be appearing there too. That's why we retreat. Hear that, Raiden? Fly northwest from there and you'll arrive in no time. Hurry! We're heading there too.
Seems like you've missed quite a lot of enemies. I know you're tired from all the fighting, but please hurry ahead to Michelle Port. Captain, you mentioned that you knew they'd appear.
Yeah. My hypothesis was unfortunately correct. I thought these crystals might be advanced life forms that could mutually communicate.
They look like jewels, but are actually intellectual.
You see, they were obviously mining those crystals in that cave for a certain reason. I assumed that by us taking away their crystals, they'd come back for revenge.
Well then, why don't you report to the Weapons Development Division and Council and ask for an analysis?
There will be years of feeding if you ask for help from scientists and politicians. Showing them the results is the quickest way.
Excuse me, but that remark is one that ignores civilian control. Your remark and conduct are worthy of a military tribunal.
Well, in that case, tell them you were forced by the captain.
I'm getting a high energy response. The contaminated weapons below. It's coming out from the water. Its arms are opening out. Believe this transformation. Transforming into a walking form.
I've never heard of a weapon in this form. Did they actually innovate the weapons they took? Well, anyways, I'm glad we've won. We can't leave the crystals like this. We better head to the French LHC or else we'll be chased forever.
You hear me, Raiden? We're being forced by the captain to head towards France after withdrawing.
We don't want to stand out too much on this mission, so we'll fly close above the sea and the ground until we get close to the LHC.
I'm getting responses to contaminated weapons in the Grand area. Raiden, I need you to proceed and destroy them. We're getting close to Sidonia Falls. Blend into the waterfall from your side. I'm sorry for ruining your coffee time, Raiden, but there is a transmission.
Well, Madam Lindworm from the Council. I'm surprised you've already caught on.
It's not the Council. It's from the weapons organization. I will connect you.
Lieutenant Captain, forget that we're at war while you're carefree with coffee. How about paying attention to your role as the captain of Bellwether, cutting-edge aircraft carrier?
I apologize for worrying you. Bellwether of the Weapons Development Division performs wonderfully. It would really be helpful if you could improve the feel of the sea and coffee as well.
Does you plan to go on a walk with these precious aircraft?
I'm not obliged to inform you, technical officer.
You think I'm some kind of normal technical officer? Without me, Raiden and Bellwether wouldn't be around. This whole war with the crystals depends on me. Guess it's difficult for someone like you who judges people on ranks to understand.
Oh, I apologize. The transmissions will be temporarily shut off since the ship will be entering a pneumatic storm. I will contact you when you're on your flight.
Lieutenant Campbell of the Weapons Development Team. Quite the name. I didn't know how annoying he would be.
The enemy destruction speed is slow. Please be cautious in combat. We will be approaching the LHC facility very soon. I'm getting a contamination response on my radar. Captain, multiple contaminated weapons are invading the LHC facility.
Was it drawn toward crystals? How did they get here before we did? No time to wonder. Respond to the enemy in the air, Bellwether. Annihilate the enemies that have invaded the LHC facility, Raiden. They've made their way, and they've done it in an organized formation. They have a commanding officer or something?
A commander among the crystals?
I was speaking hypothetically, but there's no doubt that there must be some core that's giving orders.
More enemies are approaching the central facility.
Right. Protect the central facility. So, we're occupied here. Sorry for being a bad boss. I need you to help us take out the remaining enemies in the sky.
You've let too many enemies escape. I know it's a tough mission, but please hang in there. Now help us up in the sky.
This attack. They just keep appearing. Could it be that they understand war strategies?
A high energy response is approaching the sky above the facility.
This one there. Don't let it near the LHC facility.
The enemy has arrived in the sky above the LHC. Please don't let them invade any further. The side parts have separated and fallen. Captain, the enemy has invaded into the LHC facility.
Right. Pursue it and destroy it by any necessary means. That was close, but you were able to finish it without destroying the LHC facility.
Captain, emergency contact from the deck. Surveillance plane is on the fourth sortie. Message from the second storage room. The crystals were snatched by somebody.
One problem after another. Jeez. Can't they just give me some time to enjoy my coffee? Which direction is the thief heading, Ashiri?
We are heading towards the northeastern sea, but I don't think that the fuel for the surveillance plane will last if we go out to sea.
Someone is approaching you in the sky, I guess.
Captain, a transmission is coming from the person you would least like to talk to. Do you know who it is?
The talkative scientist, right? Put him through.
It appears that you had your valuable crystal samples stolen from you. Your qualifications as a captain are doubtful if this kind of mismanagement continues.
You have sharp ears as usual. We are really happy that you have interest in our mission, but we would be grateful if you could focus your time on the development of new weapons.
Research can't continue even if the materials are taken. Or was it intentionally stolen to interrupt the research?
Crystal weapon research is bad, isn't it? I suppose you aren't aware of the Montevideo agreement, Captain.
Yes, of course I do. But it's also a fact that the crystals have an enormous energy potential.
We will not actually legally subverting. I'll report this to the Council as a major violation of the regulations, alright?
I'm not doing that! There's no way I could do that! I wouldn't do that kind of research in the weapons development. You can look it up, doubt me.
It's suspicious.
That's true. I'll report this to Madame Linwood at the Council.
We are in the optimal state for eliminating the enemy. Please keep it up. Captain, an external interruption on the transmission line.
Hey. How can you attack someone's ship without a brief? VCD doesn't have any names. You realize you're attacking a BH ship, don't you?
I see. It's a Valvarosa Hawkeye payload. That explains the excellent weapon. You don't want to be wrong. When you return the stolen crystal.
Well, of course it's not going to return the treasure. You want to know something else? I hate the military to boot. I'm making profits, so it's killing two birds.
Hold on. Are you saying that PH will confront VCD even though they're fighting the crystals? I'm disappointed because I thought we were shipmates.
Are you telling me that the Army is absolutely righteous? Guess what? The guys that offered me this job were also going on about their righteousness.
I figured that someone asked you to stay there.
I guess we'll just resist like typical bad guys.
It is being bombed, is that alright? Raiden will be in danger too if you overlook heads.
This'll be a real battle. You. Don't take pirates lightly.
What a fantasy. His firepower is not much different from that of a small army.
Can you hear it, Raiden? Exercise caution. The weapons confirmed are odd names, but a significant amount of fire.
I hope he gives up.
He's still on the secret. Who's the idiot who's moving it? Being contaminated by the crystal?
Captain, the crystal contamination response has arisen on the edge.
Something weird has happened. Stay vigilant, Raiden.
The energy response is gradually getting stronger. The stolen crystals have contaminated the entire pouch. Enemy formation has changed. The energy level is increasing.
Sorry, but it's not over. There's still something else coming up.
The enemy had sunk and the power of the pouch has resulted in
I'll have to thank you for stopping the runaway. But can you be a little more gentle?
Well, how about inviting the pirates to Bellwether?
Now give me some coffee if you're gonna invite me. I only drink South American coffee, alright?
You know your stuff, I see. Leave it to me.
Oh, it seems that there's another annoying person.
Assault an unknown entity. Every man, get to your battle stations.
I'd like you to mop up the crystals right away if you have time.
I've finished explaining it to the Council, Max. The arbitrary behavior of the Weapons Development Division has been a problem for a while now, so it was unanimously authorized as a BCD mission.
Thank you. We can valiantly pursue our mission with that in mind.
But the destination is the facility that should have been wiped out by the Weapons Development Division 2 years ago. I guess they just reported it, but they were actually continuing with the research.
That's good. We shall exercise caution to minimize the damage.
Your destruction speed is poor. There's nothing wrong with the measuring instruments, so just go full force without worrying about it. Captain, an incoming transmission from Lieutenant Campbell of the Weapons Development Division.
Lieutenant, your contact is later than usual. What's wrong? You don't look so well.
Don't act so cocky, Leonard. Who do you think deserves thanks for the protracted crystal battle to be moving in our favor. You're going to destroy it because it's prohibited.
Unfortunately, I'm a soldier. You've been taught to fight. In my personal opinion, I would resort to a situation in which the weapons of the troops and pilot ship are being
It's been 17 years already. It is reaching its culmination with Fighting Thunder and Bellwether. We developed weapons that will save mankind. That basic theory was generated from the crystal research.
You're saying that Raiden and the ship were created from the crystal research?
You want to stop the research just because a pirate ship was contaminated. If pirates were contaminated and eliminated, it would be killing two birds with one stone. Oh, if you worry about such small things, humanity won't be able to advance.
Lieutenant, you must see us, the people on Bellwether, as being the same as lab rats.
It's a waste of time to speak any more about this. We will not surrender. This is also a good chance for us to destroy Raiden and display our power to the Council.
We have reached the center of the facility, Raiden.
That is the room in the facility needed to extract crystal energy. Don't touch it and get out immediately.
Can't do that. We will stop you from continuing your precarious research.
Stupid imbeciles! You're going to pay for damaging my facility!
Are you letting the enemies flee? I'm this least to defeat on the battlefield. The strategy will be to change to escaping from this facility. I'm transmitting the facility data to Raiden.
Escape from the cargo transport within the depths of this facility. Be patient.
There seems to be a gigantic gap between the vertically brought tunnel. Please descend to the route we're located. Move to the north, and you should be able to get outside of the facility. It's just a bit more, so please come in.
Hopefully, you'll be safely resolved.
Captain, there's a high energy response from behind the right.
An ambush. It appears that our flight was being wrecked.
It appears that he has a gigantic arm. Please exercise caution. Bird play? This is tough. The number has increased.
It appears that the number has increased, but you need to calm down.
We have confirmed the destruction of the enemy weapons. Now it looks like we can escape.
Definitely hope so.
Captain, do you think that the research of using crystals as an energy source is bad?
I don't know. Having too much power can also leave people unhappy. People decide what they choose. It is not for us as soldiers.
We have confirmed the arrival to our West Soda and will move through the area.
We've got to be as inconspicuous as possible.
Captain, why do we have to be so cautious?
The council order. They said they'd let us know the details of the mission later.
Yes, I'm happy that you followed orders this time.
Huh. I'm also a soldier man. I follow any order.
I feel a bit relieved when you say that. It's helpful. I concluded from checking various information that Lieutenant Campbell left behind that there is a need for bellwether to go into outer space.
I see. Outer space? What? Wait, outer space?
That was Giant Bell.
Hey, now is not the time for being cheerful. Tell me what's going on.
Sorry, but I'll let you know the details later. Please just continue on your way to a strange space center now.
Imagine that we could go into space.
Remember, the crystals will share any information among each other, so you can't let them escape. You've got to do that.
It seems that things are moving smoothly. Sorry for the wait. I'll let you know the details of the mission.
That would be great.
We've found that large amounts of crystals exist underground and in the sea, in addition to those falling from space. I guess it would be easy to understand if I said it was the same as the amount of diamond deposits.
That's an amount I would rather not imagine.
Even if they are buried crystals, they'll contaminate our weapons as we have experienced. Right, Valorosa?
Contamination happened in front of me, and I don't want to remember it.
We've also found that the crystals have common thought patterns and move together. It's been found that they have an advanced mutual understanding and that they move together in accordance with someone's orders.
I see. You're telling us to go into outer space and knock out the entity that is ordering.
Correct. Even if we crush every last crystal on Earth, we'll never win. Using the crystals here, we believe we have found their home planet.
Understood. Bellwether and Raiden will head toward the enemy planet and annihilate the enemy.
I am sorry for this reckless mission. I appreciate it.
The first booster has detached. Switch to the second booster. We are approaching the acceleration limit momentarily. Please hurry back to Bellwether. There's no time. Hurry, Raiden. Break way. In 3, 2, 1. I know it's a breakaway mission, but I would have liked it if you had destroyed it a little quicker. We've drifted quite far from the original destination due to the emergency detachment.
We have no choice. Watch out for the cosmic guard and contaminated weapons. Right, aim for the destination. It's unbelievable to have contaminated weapons here. It's only natural since they are flying in from outer space.
There's not much time left until the particle launch time of the Aldebaran drive. It will require 3 hours to create space-time foam. How would we reach there?
You seem quite knowledgeable about the world.
It's a dream of mankind, you know? But I saw the video of an actual experiment 3 years ago, and
We will be doing the implementation from now. If it's successful this time, the prospects could be brighter.
is that the way it is? We will be leaving the colony area very soon. I think that the device will be in view in a short time. Contaminated weapon responses occurred on the left. This is the biggest scale ever.
Is this a space debris destruction colony? Something crazy was contaminated.
So large, you can't tell when the players from heaven comes.
Stand firm to the end, Raiden. Got it?
The enemy has been silenced.
I can't thank Raiden enough. Now then, let's continue to our destination. Can't prepare so suddenly. Makes me anxious.
It's rare to see you anxious, Captain. That's how important the mission is, right?
No, it's because...
So we've really come to the Crystal's mother planet.
We will begin our assault with Bellwether and all Fighting Thunder aircraft. I wish you all the best of luck.
We will now begin our descent onto the mother planet. Heavy enemy interference is to be expected. All fighters, please exercise the greatest caution.
The fate of the Earth rests on our shoulders. If we were to fail, and if all Fighting Thunder aircraft were to be lost, Earth lacks the power to launch another attack on the mother planet.
An amazing sight. Though it seems a little too scientifically advanced to be the crystals in the planet.
You're right. It appears unnatural, as if civilization has been eroded by the crystal.
We don't have time to think about such things right now. Bellwether and all Raiden fighters, make it your priority to investigate the source that is controlling the crystals.
Captain, how should we look?
Most likely the one giving off the largest energy source. Even if you have to sacrifice atoms, try to search as large a range as possible.
Being said, the enemy numbers are incredible. If we just fired randomly, don't you think we'd hit it?
Captain, I found an ultra-high energy signal. It's not on the surface. It's coming from inside the planet.
Central. How are we supposed to reach it?
That is there. There's a way to get there. Search for somewhere where the energy is leaking onto the surface.
Captain, from a thin passage on the surface, there's a gate leading deep underground.
Hear that, Raiden? Make your way underground through the passage.
Raiden has made a successful incursion in the
The rest of the Raiden fighters will support you in the air.
Captain, we've lost communication Posteron. It lost vitals as well. It appears to have been shot down.
Darn it. Not the Zesteron.
Captain, Rikuren has made contact with a massive aerial contaminated weapon and has engaged. Strahd is still engaged with him. Other Raiden units are returning to Bellwether to restock on ammunition.
No other option but to make a solo assault. But continue to take the lead and head into the heart of the plant. As soon as the situation of the other fighters improves, head your way.
With Earth's fate hanging in the balance, the enemy destruction rate is dangerously low. Please rouse yourself to action.
Status report.
Hold on. Let me just...
Compose yourself and report.
I'm sorry. I'm still sorting through the data.
What happened to the ride?
We have them on radar now. They've successfully made the incursion.
I see.
Bellwether's monitoring map.
What advanced civilization? They appear to be many more generations advanced.
So these guys also had their entire planet contaminated by the crystals?
That must be the case. And perhaps next they set their eyes on Earth.
If we lose, Earth may end up like this. We must avoid it all possible.
Going deeper and deeper, almost as if they're headed for the center.
There's a possibility that this planet has become one with us. I understand you're nervous, but your response speed is lagging behind. Try a little harder. Are these contaminated as well? You seem to be cleansing more than...
Cleansing. So does that make us and the people who used to live on this planet germs?
That's a bit of a problem. Even if we are germs, we have a will of our own. Now is not the time for figurative speeches. Let's focus on the battle. We're finally making our way into the deeper area. Stay attentive, Raiden.
It's just unfortunate that the Bellwether can't offer assistance since we can't enter the
Our job is to prepare a place for Raiden to come home to. We must do whatever we can to protect this place.
The surroundings seem to have changed drastically.
It's hard to believe this is the same civilization. Or perhaps this is the civilization of the Christians. What's going on? Right, give us a report on what's happening.
Captain, the visuals from Raiden have been shattered. The battle response is still fighting. What was that roll you just saw?
There's no way for us to know, but Raiden may very well be witnessing the accident.
Captain, enemy reinforcements have appeared to our right front.
All operational Raiden fighters, gather around the bellwether. Protect the bellwether while intercepting the enemy. Raiden, I don't know if you can hear me. Get back here.
Captain, all energy signals from the contaminated weapons have ceased. Movement from the enemy assault has ceased as well.
How much longer will it take until the critical launch of the Al-Kubir drive?
Operations are being hurried, but including the link with the ship's control system, the calculations are
That's still quite a bit of time. Well,
It's a transmission using the simplified Alchemy.
Of course you're right, but it's hard to relax at a time like...
Yeah, I'm of the same opinion.
The two of you worry way too much. I'm already busy planning my vacation. Critical launch of the Alchemy drive. Destination?
I hope these are just imaginary fears. But I feel as if we've missed something. Where are we? This doesn't seem to be the correct destination.
I agree. We should be near Earth, but what is this planet? According to the...
Well, there's no point in worrying over the reason.
This is my first time to...
Of course it's bigger if you see it up close.
What's the matter?
I've confirmed the location, but...
Yes. Hurry, please.
Hey, Captain. I'm not that well versed when it comes to...
Moon? I guess you could call Phobos...
Then what is that moon right there behind Mars called?
What are you saying?
Captain, I've checked over and over, but our location indicates we're near...
No. Then the planet we're seeing now isn't Mars.